Throughout Dexter's franchise history, the series has introduced a wide spectrum of antagonists, all designed to expose different sides of Dexter Morgan's, Michael C. Hall, Dark Passenger, but the upcoming New York Ripper may be a complete franchise first. Dexter, Resurrection Season the 2nd may be some time away, but the confirmation that the New York Ripper will be a central antagonist is juicy. The villains on Dexter have all had their intense, invasive relationships with Dexter's psyche. While the Ice Truck Killer presented someone who understood Dexter's origins on an intimate level, the Trinity Killer weaponized family dynamics and emotional manipulation in a way that Dexter struggled with. Each of the criminals that Dexter's grappled with have challenged his moral code, but none have ever truly been at his level. Dexter, Resurrection Season 1 changed things. With the series taking up shortly after the events of Dexter, New Blood, the series was able to broaden Dexter's scope, but narrowed in on the way he navigates his specific moral code in a very different place than he's used to. With the New York Ripper coming into play full force next season, Dexter's in for something very different. The New York Ripper's long game makes him more threatening than other Dexter villains. They're not easy to decode in ways Dexter's used to. Throughout Dexter's run and within the franchise as a whole, Dexter's been able to move in a somewhat typical pattern when it comes to understanding the villains he's pursuing. Working with psychological cues, rituals, and some sort of pattern, no matter how elusive, Dexter's been able to untangle each mystery. The New York Ripper is a far cry from the other killers Dexter's faced. Introduced in the final episode of Dexter, Resurrection Season 1, the New York Ripper doesn't seem to be driven by the same impulsive urges or clear patterns that Dexter is used to. Instead, the Ripper seems to function independently, blending into the crowd when needed. Dexter has never faced a fully formed villain who benefits from the noise of the city he's in. Dexter won't have his usual advantages with the New York Ripper. He's likely to be at a distinct disadvantage. Credit, Moviestills DB. Although Dexter has a lot of experience doing what he does and understands the mind of a murderer, there are far more disadvantages than advantages when it comes to him hunting the New York Ripper. In his original home, Miami, Dexter understood the structure and the system of the city. Working from within, he could rely on routines and stay a step ahead of everyone else. Now, with Dexter still in New York and operating in a space he's not entirely familiar with, the environment is something he's deeply unfamiliar with. Not only is Dexter not in a space he's as familiar with, he's stepping into a world that's ruled by an entirely different predator. The New York Ripper will likely be Dexter's most intense game of cat and mouse yet.